welcome back to another episode of the Unexplained Archives, where we talk about all the spooky and unusual and unexplained things. You get your weekly dose of our faces if you're on YouTube, and if not, our awesome topics of the week. I'm Jamie, one of the hosts.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jen. I am the other host.
Hi, Jen.
Hello. How's it going?
How are you? It's good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm still
Good.
freezing my butt off here in Michigan, but
Yeah, it's really
otherwise
cold.
good.
I'm actually using a heating pad.
Are you really? I got a fuzzy blanket.
Okay, yeah, I have both. I
Yeah,
can't. I am not doing well, and it's only December.
I know. Everybody's saying that this is not normal, that this is
Mm-mm.
colder for
Yes,
this time of year than usual. Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
This usually hits, it does hit in January. I mean, we get
Yeah.
it in January, so we just got it a month early, which mm,
Yeah.
I didn't want it early.
I know. And I've heard people say this could mean that it's going to be over sooner, or it could
Hmm.
mean that it's going to just be a really long, cold, nasty winter.
Yeah,
So,
50-50 on this one.
yeah.
Hard to
Yep.
say. Really could go either way on that.
I know. It's
I'm
crazy.
hoping for the
But
shorter winter.
yeah,
That's what
me
I'm
too.
hoping for.
Yeah. I know. I'm okay. I've been inside a lot, so I haven't had to be out in it, but like we talked about last week, getting gas is the worst. It's so
Yes,
cold. So cold,
I
but
had,
I
yep, I
took
had to
it
get
out.
gas today too, and I hated every moment of it.
I know it. It's awful. It's awful.
The worst.
So anyway, but it's still been a good week. We've
But
had a lot of fun. We've got to be guests on two different podcasts this
you
week.
were.
We've been recording our little butts off
We have
this.
been busy bees. That is for sure
Yeah,
this week. Yes.
yeah. It's been fun. So we were guests on the United States of Paranormal.
Mhm.
And so that should be coming out. We'll keep you guys posted. It was with Jennifer Williams, who was a guest on our podcast.
Mhm.
And then Golden J,
Mhm.
Jeremy, and Bobby.
Yep, the rocker chick.
And what's her handle?
The
What's her
rocker
handle?
chick.
Rocker Chick. That's
Yeah.
right. Rocker
Yep.
Chick. And
Mhm.
then Jen's is J Dub.
J-Dub. Yep.
J Dub.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We were laughing because we were like the only ones with no nicknames on the
Yeah.
show. We should have came up with
We
something.
needed some honorary nicknames.
Yeah.
Well, they are going to be on our show
Yeah, that's
for
right.
next week. So we're
Yep.
going to have the gang over here too. So we're doing a crossover
Yeah,
and maybe we can come up with some nicknames for ourselves.
we should. I did roller derby for a really short time. I didn't ever actually do the derby, but I did practice, and
Okay.
for one of my birthdays we had a roller derby party and we all came up with names
Okay. Yeah.
and and I had what was it? Oh, Jamie Owl. Like
Meow.
out,
Yes.
Jamie,
Okay.
but J Meow, so like a cat,
Okay.
but
Yep.
it was a play on words. So maybe that can be mine. J
Okay.
Meow.
All right.
I
I
don't
like it.
know.
That works.
Yeah.
I have no idea for me at all.
Yeah, either.
Well, I will come up with something. We would love suggestions. Just start
Yeah.
commenting. What should our nicknames be? We got to come
That's
up with something.
we need them. We
Yeah,
need
we
them.
really do. Yeah, but it was a lot of fun. We had a great time with them. And yeah, so be sure, like Jamie said, we'll keep you updated when they're having a two-parter.
Yeah.
Theirs is a two-parter with us. They talked with Jamie about her experience with her haunted house, and then the second half, we just kind of chatted about our podcast and all kinds of things. So that will be the second part, which I think that's coming out after the first of the year. Part two
I
is.
think that was what I understood too, but
Hmm.
we'll keep you guys posted on the exact dates when we have those, and we'll of course share the link and you know get it out there in case this isn't enough and you need more
Yeah,
more Jen and Jamie.
right. which we
Yeah,
understand if you do. We totally
that's right.
understand. And yeah, we'll make sure to get you that. And then if you want even more Jen and Jamie, we are also guests on Movies We Love with Brad, who is on our show here. Gosh, it's been almost a couple of months now
It's
because
gone by
time's
so fast.
flying.
Yeah, it was
Um,
warm, I think, during that
it
time. Yeah,
probably was.
yeah. So yeah, and Ghostbusters 2. So we
Yes,
did Ghostbusters the original
we
and
sure
now
did.
part 2.
Yeah, we're doing the
So
commentary on Ghostbusters 2, which we really love, and that will
yeah.
be coming out on New Year's.
Yeah. New
Yeah.
Year's Eve. He's gonna
Yes.
try to time it to where it'll line up with the new year
Yes.
if you start the film. Yeah.
Yes. I think
So
that will be really good. So be on the lookout for that. We'll have the link to that as well. So we'll keep you
yeah,
posted on that.
we've been
Yeah.
so busy.
No, I know it's a lot. This is, I mean, 3 podcasts in a week. It,
Yeah.
that's a lot. That's a lot
And
of
then
yakking.
it is a lot of yak. And then we have another one recording again on Wednesday. So
We do.
our
I
we
know.
are just yapping our little heads off.
Yep, right before the holidays. So
Yeah.
yeah, it'll
It's been a lot of fun.
keeps us out
A
of
lot
trouble
of
anyway.
It does mostly. Yeah. Yeah, the trouble. Yes. But yeah, so we've got we had all that. You had a really interesting day today.
Yeah. Yeah. So I took a tarot card reading class. I had to drive to the Detroit area, which is always interesting, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, driving in Detroit, I don't know. I did kind of get lost, but I was not the only one who got lost on the way there, so I didn't feel so bad. But yeah, but it was great fun. I learned a ton. I've always wanted to learn how to read tarot cards. I have a bunch of them. You can probably see some of them in the background when I had all my stuff behind me
yeah,
in previous episodes. I love the artwork on a tarot card, and so I buy all these decks of cards, but I had no idea how to read them. I love getting readings. I watch a lot of YouTube readings. We had our guest Amanda Marissa on early on, and she joined us. But I found her on YouTube. She did tarot card readings there. So I'm like, I want to find out how to do this, and I really learned a lot. It was kind of like an all day thing. And I thought it was fantastic. There were 11 of us in the class. We had to practice on one another almost immediately. Like we got taught like the major arcana, and then we just did like a 3 card spread with just the major arcana with a stranger that we had just met, which is great. I mean, it's better that way. I mean, we don't know anything about them, they don't know anything about us.
that's true.
And but then we did 2 more spreads. It kept getting bigger. We added more cards, and I think I did pretty good for being a first timer. And I want to keep practicing. I already told Jamie, she's going to be a guinea pig.
I can't wait. Can't
Yeah,
wait. That's awesome.
yeah,
That sounds like so much fun.
yes. I think it's great. I'm happy. It's just something I've wanted to learn, and I just did it. So now I feel more comfortable.
That's
Doing
good.
it. Yeah,
So
yeah.
you can practice on me, and
Mhm.
then I need to practice on you because coming up, I'm very close to finishing my certification for hypnotherapy. So I'll be
Mm.
launching that, and I'm gonna need some testers. So we'll trade. We'll
Right.
trade.
Guinea pig trade.
That's right.
All right, sounds good to me.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Great. Well,
Yeah.
and speaking of our friend Amanda Marissa, if you haven't watched the episode that she came on, be sure to check it out. One of the stories she told on that episode was about a listener, someone who was watching her channel, who was, it was interesting. The whole thing is interesting. I'm a Gemini, and so I watch her Gemini readings. And if you go on there, and she always welcomes you by saying gems, and she always does it like in the form of the 1980s cartoon Gem and the Holograms, and she has referenced that show so many times. And right before she came on our episode, the original voice of Jem herself watched Amanda Marissa's channel. If I'm correct, she was a Cancer. So she was reading the Cancer or was listening to the Cancer readings. And crazy enough, then she mentioned, I don't even remember how it even came about that Amanda realized who she was, or she mentioned something about how she was the original voice of Jem. And so at the time, Amanda immediately texted me. You're like, she's like, you're never gonna guess who's watching the show, and we're so
Didn't
excited about it.
that's that is so cool. Didn't she have something on the shelf behind her and she
So
noticed?
I maybe that's what it was. It was the doll. So I bought Amanda a gem doll. I found one
Right.
off eBay, and so
Yeah.
because it just was like a running joke for the Gemini readings that she did, and so the gem doll is always behind her on her shelf doing the
Yeah.
readings. That's exactly what it was, Jamie. And yeah, Samantha Newark is the voice of Gem, and she saw that doll. That's what it was.
That is so cool.
It all comes
What are the
together.
odds? That's just
What
amazing.
what are the odds?
Yeah, it was
I
meant to
mean,
be.
it
It
was
was a
completely
yeah,
meant to be. So then,
for sure. Yeah.
so now Amanda's got connections now. And so I received this in the mail today, and I just had to show it because I was so psyched. It's like my
That is so cool.
7-year-old self was like freaking. I was freaking out when she said that Jem watches her show. And
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I received this in the mail today. It is an
That is
autograph picture of Jem. You can,
that is so
there we
cool.
go. There's the autograph right there.
That's amazing.
Samantha Newark herself signed it for me, and I'm speechless.
Yeah. I would be too. That is so
It's
cool.
so cool.
So cool.
So thank you, Amanda Marissa. You guys go to her YouTube channel, give her some love, give her some support, watch her readings. I mean, she really is just so much fun. It's one of the
Yeah,
things
she's
I
fantastic.
yeah,
She's got some great energy. Yeah, she's great. Check her
she
out.
knows what she's doing. And yes, you'll just love her. So be sure to go check out. I'll leave her link in the show notes as well, so you can go check her out. If you haven't seen the episode, you can go back and watch the episode when she was on our show. And yeah, but how cool!
That's so cool.
Autograph gem
So
picture.
cool.
I love
What a
it.
good day. Today was a fun day for you.
Today was fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. You
Yes.
even got to ride a stag.
Oh my gosh. Jamie may have given me the greatest gift of all today.
Oh, I know. I don't know if it beats the gym, but
Oh,
that's fun.
it's really something. We should have mentioned this when we talked about the podcast that we did.
Yeah.
So, back to being guests on the United States of Paranormal. I had gone on their website, I don't, some time ago. I was just checking out what they had, checking out their merch because, Jamie and I, this is something we really want to do in the coming year. And I
Yes.
wanted to see what types of things they had because, now that we know them, we can ask for advice. What can we do? So I'm looking at their merch, and there is this. It's someone had uh, painted this image of J Dub, Jennifer
Yep.
Williams, on a stag, and it is
A
on
celestial
a
stag.
celestial stag, and you can get it on pint glasses and all kinds of things. And I was just like mesmerized. I was like, I want that, but I want me. I want a picture of myself
Yeah.
on a
Honest
stag.
stag.
This is what I want. I want to be on a celestial stag. And so I bring this up on the show. And if you listen, we chat about this a little bit too, because I was like blown away. I was like, what are it was just like, it's so out of left field. And it was just cracking me up. I thought it was hilarious. So Jamie today, she's like, I've made your dreams come true. And she's playing around with AI. And she sends me a video, and it is a picture of me, and it comes to life, right? If you guys have seen all this stuff in AI. And this is back when we were in New Jersey. We had gone to the American Dream Mall where they had a Toys R Us. So there's a picture of me in a Barbie box because they had a big
Yeah.
Barbie box you could get your picture taken in. So I got my picture taken in the Barbie box. Jamie has me coming out of the out of the Barbie box. A stag appears. Of course, it makes total
Yes.
sense. A stag would just appear, and I get on this, and I'm on the stag, and I'm
It's
moving on.
amazing.
It's
I've watched that thing like 100 times.
I am as well, and it makes me laugh more and more every time I watch it. We'll post it on socials for sure.
Oh yeah.
You gotta go because this
Can't
is,
miss it.
and it's just like this quick little video, so you just keep watching it. I showed
Over.
I showed Hayden today, and his eyes lit up. He was like, "Oh my gosh!"
It's so fun. It's
It was
amazing. I mean, it's freaky what AI can do, but now I'm like, I don't know. This is pretty fun.
it's gonna be
So,
fun.
yeah, yeah.
So
It's
it
awesome.
happened. I was on a stag. It was fantastic. It was
You've had
great.
quite the day.
Oh
It's
my gosh. I know. I got to be on the
awesome.
stag. I've got an autographed picture of Jem. We've been doing all these podcasts.
I know it.
Jamie's going to be hypnotizing me.
That's right.
It's great.
That's right.
Yeah. Happy holidays, everyone.
Yeah, I hope I can get in there. I know for me, I have trouble being hypnotized. Like it's
Yes.
you got to work hard. I don't know. I'm just all over the place in my head,
It's
I think.
hard
So,
because you have to
yeah.
relax, and that is
Yeah,
not always an easy feat.
right.
Yep. Yep.
But I'm excited to give it a shot. So,
Yes, exactly.
I think
Oh,
we'll
and we
get it.
got up, and it wasn't this week, was it last? During this week too, finally got the non-denominational shrubbery up. We got it up. The tree is up.
Nice. Nice. Mine's going up in a couple days. I
Yeah.
haven't done it yet. So, yeah. Yes.
So made it before Christmas.
That's good.
Yes.
So good. It's like way before. You did great. You did great.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Like
proud.
3 weeks before. That's perfect.
That was great.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yes. So yeah, so
Yay.
we're getting things done. We're getting things done.
We are.
But yeah.
I cannot believe it's already mid-December though,
Yeah.
and the topic for this week is very timely. I'm sure I mean, it's been all over. It's been all over the news. But we're talking about Three Eye Atlas, which is supposed to be getting close to Earth,
Yeah.
the comet,
Yeah.
um, on the 19th, which is next Friday. And I'm like, the 19th? That's almost the 20th, and that means it's almost Christmas. I'm like, oh my God, it's insane.
Are we going to be getting invaded by something alien at Christmas
I
time?
don't know. I
Is it
guess
going to
we'll
be,
see.
will it have been pointless for me to put up the non-denominational shrubbery?
That's what I'm wondering. That's what I'm.
Hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff flying around that says it's possible. So I guess
Space garbage.
we'll dive into that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm excited to hear
But
more about it.
yeah, me too. Me too. It's very interesting. So we're not doing ghosts this week, but we are kind of diving into possibly some alien stuff. We'll see. We'll throw it out there
Hmm.
and talk about all the different options of what this thing can be and let
Okay,
you
good.
guys kind of make your own decisions on that. But I have to say that before we jump into Three Eye Atlas, the comet, I have to admit something. So when I first went to look up this comet, I use like voice to text like all the time when I'm doing stuff because I'm terrible. I'm typo queen, so I
Yes.
try to use voice to text as much as possible. So I said, hey Siri, look up three eye. Oh, go away, go away. She's trying to do it right now. Look up
Always
three eye.
listening.
Yes, Three Eye Atlas. So that goes into the search bar, And instead of getting comet data, I fell directly into a cryptid rabbit hole
Oh
because apparently Atlas already belongs to something else in the unexplained universe as
yeah.
well. There's actually a three-eyed Atlas. So not three-eyed, three-eyed
Yes.
Atlas. Um, um, he's also known as the three-eyed man of Caucasus. You know how I am with these words. But it's a cryptid that's been reported in the Caucasus Mountains going all the way back to the 1800s. And I'm like, who is this guy? I've never
Right.
heard of this guy.
Yes.
I fell down the rabbit hole. But according to different accounts from shepherds, soldiers, different explorers, this thing has been described as a tall, like a gaunt kind of mountain humanoid
Okay.
type thing. So it's got two normal eyes,
Okay.
but then it's got this third eye, like smack in the middle of his forehead. So
Okay.
I have a picture. We'll post it on the socials too.
All right.
But this is what this guy looks like. So you see him?
Wowie. Ha-
Yeah. Three Eye Atlas. I've never
Wow.
heard of this one. So I thought that was
No.
interesting. But
Yes.
three-eyed Atlas, and he because I mean he does have that those three eyes.
Hmm.
But depending on who you ask, three-eyed Atlas was either like kind of a primate, like a relic primate that somehow survived in isolation and kind of
Hmm.
mutated, or a mutated hermit living in the mountains,
Okay.
or some people say it's a Soviet era cover up subject. You know,
Oh.
something went wrong there.
Okay.
Or a supernatural guardian tied to Circassian folklore.
Okay.
So there's like a kind of a wild range of options for this one guy here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Some legends say it watches people from the cliffs. It watches out over.
Okay.
Others say it follows flocks of sheep, cattle around.
Okay.
Doesn't ever attack them though. There's
Okay.
limited reports of
He's
it
nice.
attacking. He's a
That's
nice
good.
guy. There are even rumors of Soviet files referencing something called Subject 46B. So,
Really?
yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay.
this is not our topic for the week, but I feel like
Oh.
maybe in the future, this would be a guy we can look into, this
Hmm.
cryptid. Um, but we'll see. Yeah. There's actually been supposed sightings
Hmm.
as recent as the 2010s. So,
That's what I was wondering.
yeah,
Yeah, how current some of this. So that's interesting
yeah,
that it could be something, I mean, it would almost have to be. I don't know,
yeah,
unless they did major weird experiments on him that isn't,
right.
he doesn't age and,
Yeah,
nothing ever happens to him. Because I'm like, he'd be
that's
pretty
a
old.
long range,
It's a long,
1800s
that's a
and
long
then
time.
the 2010s. So, I don't
Right.
know. Look into for
Hmm.
later. But for about 10 minutes, I kind of forgot that I was researching a comet and got kind of sidetracked by this guy. Uh,
Easily can be done.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
But I thought, okay, I'm going to mention it, so maybe we can come back to him later after I, you know, finish this guy. But so I closed all 47 tabs that I had to open about this guy and got back to the other atlas, tonight's atlas.
Hmm.
Um, so, as I guess most people, I think everybody I've asked about Three Eye Atlas knew what I was talking about. It's a
Right.
pretty timely topic.
Hmm.
But something kind of wild is going on above us right now. There's this comet, but it's not really our kind of comet. It's passing through the solar system. It's called Three Eye Atlas. And the weird thing is, it's not from here
Hmm.
at all. This thing is coming from another star system entirely, and it's moving so fast, like faster than anything they've ever measured flying through space on its own.
Hmm.
Um, Scientists say that it could actually circle the Earth in about 11 minutes. That's how
Oh,
fast
wow.
it's going. Yeah. It's,
Okay.
so nothing in our solar system moves that fast,
Yes.
and unless it's tied to the sun's gravity, and Atlas is not.
Right. Yeah.
Um, so it's just blasting through, like it took a wrong exit off the Milky Way. It's just,
Right.
yeah, it's really wild. Um, and now it's this glowing bright green color. It's firing off jets of gas, maybe even ice volcanoes, they say. It's heading towards its closest approach to Earth. So that is on the 19th. So it's coming
Okay.
up. Scientists are watching it closely. Conspiracy theorists are losing their minds over this
Oh,
thing.
I have to imagine.
Yeah. And a few very respected astrophysicists are quietly saying, yeah, this one's strange. It's
Yeah.
different. It's
Mm-hmm.
not your typical comet. So tonight we're talking about what this thing actually is and why it's got people arguing all the way from NASA to TikTok. I mean, this thing is just blowing up
Yes.
right now. And why some believe it might not be just a comet.
Hmm.
Um, because I guess when something from another star like suddenly shows up in our yard, you kind of have to pay attention to
Have to
it.
look. Yes.
Yeah. So, what is Three Eye Atlas? It's officially the third known interstellar object ever detected passing through our solar system. So that's
Okay.
third interstellar object.
Get it.
So, the first was okay. This is going to be fun. Like
Okay.
another word challenge. Um,
Yes.
the first was Oumuamua,
Okay.
Oumuamua in 2017, an
Hmm.
object that behaved so strangely that it sparked serious debate about whether it could be artificial. The second was Two Eye Borisov in 2019,
Okay.
and it was pretty much a textbook comet that behaved exactly how scientists expected it
All right.
to behave. But now there's number three.
Mm-hmm.
So Three Eye Atlas was discovered on July 1st, 2025 by the Atlas Telescope System based in Chile.
Hmm.
Almost immediately, astronomers realized something was off.
Yes.
The object wasn't looping around the sun, it wasn't slowing down, it was on a hyperbolic trajectory. So, in other words, a one way path. Okay. So that means it doesn't belong to our solar system. It came from another star and it will never return. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
One way. This guy's one way.
Okay.
Um, the NASA announcement, okay, for weeks after discovery, information about Atlas was scarce.
Okay.
A government shutdown
Mm.
delayed the release of images conveniently.
Sure.
And during that silence, speculation exploded. So on November 19th, 2025, NASA finally held a press conference in Greenbelt, Maryland.
Okay.
NASA Associate Administrator Nicola Fox addressed the controversy directly, and her message was simple and firm. They had seen nothing that suggested Atlas was anything other than a natural comet.
Okay.
Unusual, yeah, but still a natural occurrence.
Okay.
Case closed.
That's
Okay.
that.
Case closed. Nothing
Mhm.
else. Except
That's the end of our show.
that's it. That's it. Except it wasn't.
All right.
Just, just hours later, Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb went on News Nation and publicly challenged
Hmm.
that conclusion. According to Loeb, NASA hadn't revealed anything new at all. They had simply repeated interpretations based on already known data. So there was this huge press conference. They were supposed to reveal what they knew, and basically they said nothing. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's a comet. What do you want to know? You
Right,
know?
right.
Yeah. And then he said something that made people a little uncomfortable, actually deeply uncomfortable.
Okay,
He suggested that scientists who were certain Atlas was just a comet might not be as curious as science should demand them to be.
gotcha.
Yeah, because what was happening with Atlas wasn't just strange, it was strange in specific ways.
Okay.
Okay. The first red flag, Atlas is traveling at over 130,000 miles per hour. It's a fast guy.
And it
So
seems like this might be faster than the other two that
it
had
is.
come through.
Yeah,
Yes. So
it
this is
is
really different than them. Yeah.
exactly. It makes it the fastest interstellar object ever recorded.
Dang. Okay.
Ever. Okay. So to put that into perspective, like I said before, it could circle the Earth in 11 minutes, is what they say.
Yeah.
That's really freaking fast.
That's fast.
And nothing in our solar system moves like that unless it's gravitationally bound to the sun. But Atlas isn't
It's not.
bound to the
Hmm.
sun. So that speed confirmed what astronomers already suspected. This object originated from another star system entirely.
Yes.
Okay. So that's exciting, actually. That's
It's cool. Hmm.
really exciting.
Hmm.
It's not really unprecedented either.
Sure.
Um, but what came next is where things start to get a little weird.
Hmm.
There's the 8,000 year coincidence. So, by calculating Atlas's speed and trajectory, astronomers were able to estimate when it likely entered our solar system. And that was approximately 8,000 years ago. Can you imagine? Isn't that nuts? This
That's
blows my mind. Like,
it
it's
is.
hard. It's hard.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. It's
It's
hard for me to
so,
wrap my head around that. 8,000 years ago?
yeah,
That's insane.
it is. It
Yeah.
is.
So at first, that might not sound super important, but 8,000 years ago is roughly when human civilization crossed a major threshold. This is when we began developing writing systems,
Mm,
recording events, and keeping records of history.
right.
So,
Mm,
in other words, Atlas arrived just in time for humans to be able to notice it.
mm,
Okay.
yeah.
Some scientists dismiss this as just coincidence, but others quietly raise an eyebrow, like,
Mhm.
okay, maybe there is something there.
Mhm.
Um, Another thing is that the orbit shouldn't line up. So Avi Loeb and his colleagues began documenting what they called anomalies. The first anomaly was Atlas's orbit. Interstellar objects can come from any direction.
Mhm.
Space is three-dimensional. There's no reason an object from another star system should line up neatly with the flat plane where all of our planets orbit. Okay.
Right.
It's just, it's wild.
Yeah. What are the
And
chances?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Right.
And yet, Atlas's orbit is tilted only about 5 degrees off that plane, just enough to, like, perfectly
Yeah.
pass through.
Wow.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So statistically, that's incredibly unlikely for it to just randomly line up that way.
Sure.
So Loeb compared it to throwing a dart from another country and hitting not just the dartboard, but the thin wire in between the sections of the dartboard. That's how precise it is.
Mm.
So, is it possible? Yeah. Probable? Not really, that
Yeah.
it would just randomly line up that perfectly.
Great.
It's really interesting.
That is
This is
interesting.
like really makes my brain full, but I still am so fascinated by
It
it.
is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. So, also, it was a perfectly timed planetary tour. So then there was Atlas's path through the solar system,
Hmm.
right? Its trajectory brings it remarkably close to Mars, then Venus, and then finally Earth. Not close enough to cause any danger, but close enough to observe. Okay.
Okay.
So almost like optimally close, like almost too good to be true. Like you're right there, just in like the observing range, you
Yes.
know? Um, it was almost like it's passing by on purpose,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
So here's where things get even weirder. During Atlas's most important observation window near the sun,
Okay.
the Earth was blocking the view on the opposite side. So it was on the opposite side. From Earth, we couldn't see it.
Okay.
But Mars had the perfect vantage point, and we have all that observation equipment on Mars, and it passed like perfectly in front of the equipment that we have to observe from Mars. So
Weird.
another really weird thing, right?
So they were able to get a better look at things.
A better look because it was actually better that it didn't cross where we could see it from Earth because we had that equipment. So
Sure.
at the moment, Atlas was closest to the sun.
Hmm.
Several spacecraft orbiting Mars, including NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, turned on their cameras and just pointed it right at it. So they had this like perfect shot of this thing.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So they captured the closest images humanity could get,
Hmm.
okay, from about 19 million miles away.
Wow.
It's nuts.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So China's Tian 1 spacecraft also observed it.
Okay.
Those images weren't immediately released because of the government shutdown delays.
Okay.
Okay. Um, Unofficial result, well, it was kind of fuel for more conspiracy theories. It just
Sure.
happened to not be available because of the shutdown. Yeah. There's also chemistry from another star. So, spectroscopic analysis revealed that Atlas contains water vapor
Hmm.
and carbon dioxide, but in unusual ratios. Okay. So
Okay.
scientists also detected methanol, hydrogen cyanide, and
Hmm.
complex organic molecules. So, in other words, it's the kind of chemistry associated with like life building processes. Okay. So, I know it's a lot. It's a lot, but I'm trying to. I had to look it up and have it explained to me like comments for dummies. You know what I mean? So
Yes. All right.
so this is I'm getting it, but it is a lot. So um, so this excited the researchers studying pans or studying the idea that comets would spread the building blocks of life between star systems. So it's kind
Okay.
of like they're bringing this into these building blocks into
Mhm.
our star system. So if objects like Atlas carry this chemistry across the galaxy, how many planets might already have what they need for life, you know?
Sure.
So it's very interesting.
Mhm.
So Avi Loeb, um, again, he had four anomalies that he saw when looking at this comet. The first one, the improbably aligned orbit. So why? Is it just perfectly aligned?
Yes.
Um, Two, the carefully spaced planetary flyby. So it
Yeah.
just perfectly flew by Mars at the, exact perfect place where we could
Right.
really observe it, right?
Mhm.
And the unusual chemical signatures. Also, the object size, brightness, and timing. So the whole thing is just like if it was one of these things, okay. But all of these things make it very interesting.
Yes.
But he was careful to say that he wasn't claiming that Atlas was alien technology,
Mm,
but only that dismissing it as a possibility was like unscientific.
sure.
Like, there was too many things to look at here proving that it wasn't just a normal comet,
I get
right?
that. Absolutely.
Um, so I do have a clip. It's just a short clip of Avi, if I can play that
Definitely.
here talking. Okay.
The script writers from Hollywood are not as imaginative as the universe, and we just need to observe. That's my advice on any blind date. Observe the other side before you have an opinion. In this case, the object is anomalous because it comes in the plane of the planets around the sun to within 5 degrees, and the chance of that happening at random is 1 in 500. Moreover, it's very large. It's comparable to the size of Manhattan Island, at least a million times more massive than the first interstellar object that we discovered about 8 years ago. And so the question is, why haven't we seen a million small objects before we see such a giant one? And it also behaved in unusual ways. There was a glow during July and August, a glow extending towards the sun, and only September it started developing a tail away from the sun, the way comets do. And it has also arrived from the direction of the WOW signal from 1977, a radio signal that we couldn't figure out that was definitely extragalactic. So it has a lot of anomalies, about 8 of them that I listed, each of them with a small probability. And my point is that although it may well be a comet and of natural origin, it could also be something like a Trojan horse, a black swan event where we say it's very unlikely for a spaceship to arrive at our backyard, but nevertheless, we should keep that as a possibility because
right. So keep it as a possibility. That's all he's saying is there's too many things,
Right.
that make it to where you should look at it a little closer.
Sure.
So, but then there's, science, of course, is, has speculation here. Um, Science is kind of fading into the unexplained. So yes, there's questions,
Mhm.
but interstellar objects have a habit of kind of unsettling us anyway
Of
because it's
course.
they arrive uninvited.
Yes.
You know, they're
Yeah,
just
it is.
doing a brief flyby, right?
Right.
So, and they leave before we really get a chance to understand them. And like
Yeah.
it's fast.
Right.
So it leaves a lot
They
of
can't be
questions.
like, hold on a minute and let us
Yeah,
stop, please, just so we can figure you out.
right.
It's not an option.
No,
So it
not
leaves
at
a
all.
lot of questions.
Yes. Loeb argues that humans send probes everywhere, right? We send probes.
We do.
Why wouldn't another civilization? So,
Makes sense to me.
yeah, it makes
Hmm.
sense to me too. And if Oumuamua
Hmm.
was strange, and if Borisov was strange, and now Atlas is strange in a whole different way,
Hmm.
how many one-time weird objects does it take before we start asking different questions? You
Absolutely.
know? Yeah. So the conspiracy theories are taking off.
Sure.
Online speculation has really exploded, especially some claim that Atlas is a messenger emitting intentional brightness patterns as kind of like a signal, kind of like Morse code in some way. Others believe that the Mars flyby was a scan and not an accident, like they were doing some kind of scan on their
Mm,
way through. And some suggest that each interstellar visitor serves a different purpose, like maybe monitoring or sampling or testing in some way. Of course, none of this is proven, but the theories are still out there and they persist because there's a lot of data out there that allows room for this kind of question.
right.
Um, of course, there's scientific pushback, and I
Yeah.
mean, we would expect that.
Hmm.
Um, NASA and much of the scientific community maintain that Atlas behaves like a natural comet overall, right? Overall, um,
It's mostly normal.
mostly normal, right?
Right?
It has dust polarization, ice composition, and activity patterns that align with, known physics. So it's not like completely off the rails. Many anomalies can be explained by heating, angles, and observational limits. I mean, there's a lot, there's a lot that they can back by science.
Sure.
But even skeptics admit that interstellar objects are new territory, and we really don't know. I mean, these questions should be asked. It
Right.
shouldn't be ruled out that it could be something other than a comet.
100%.
Um, and, I mean, really, it's all premature because
Mhm.
we don't have, like we said, it goes so fast, it passes so fast. We don't have a whole lot of time to observe it when it's
Right.
passing through.
Right.
So what happens next?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so Atlas will reach its closest point to Earth around December 19th, so that's next Friday.
Okay.
Then it will leave our solar system forever. That's it.
Mm.
But before it does, data will pour in from Hubble and JWST and ground-based observations and observatories, and then that's it.
Right.
Silence. It's gone. So
Wow.
it's just it's just fascinating. So if Three Eye Atlas is simply a visitor, then we're kind of like on the edge of this like cosmic highway. It's like
Mhm.
watching another, car, go by.
Right.
It's just nuts. But if it's more than that, if it is a message or a seed or a probe of some kind,
Right.
then I mean we're really just brushing against it. Like we don't I mean, how are we going to know? Like unless we ask these questions, right?
That's right.
It could be someone or something's story that we don't know about,
Yes.
and it's just waving. We can just wave at it as it
Right.
passes by, but
Right.
or will we? Do you think we ever will know the answers to some of these questions?
I think that time will tell with this one.
Yeah,
If this is something passing through, if this is coming through to scan, if this is something just checking things out, then that
yeah,
would mean it's possible something bigger than is coming. It's possible.
right.
Uh,
Yeah,
and then what are you going to do? I mean, there's not much we can do then, and
no,
I don't,
I
and
know,
listen, fill in the blank. It could be literally anything coming through, it could be
right.
something amazing or great or not great
I
or
know.
scary. And so I mean, there's this part of me that's like, I hope that's not it. I mean, we've been
Yeah,
hearing about this for months, and then
right.
coming Friday, it comes and it goes, and it's like, oh, that's that?
That's
That's
it.
right. And
Yeah.
so, I mean, so there's part of me that's like, I wish we knew something more, but um, I don't know, maybe we don't want to know more.
I know. Like, do we want to know? Do
We
we
have to be
not?
careful what we wish for.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Exactly.
that would be my thing. And if this is just passing through, it is what it is. Yeah, we probably won't have a ton of answers.
No.
I'm glad there's going to be, obviously, there's so many things that are watching it that are going to be able to get better observation as it gets closer.
Yeah,
We may get a few more answers to some things. My mind is blown already. The amount of stuff they know about that thing, with
exactly.
it being
Yeah.
as far away as it is. How incredible is that?
I know. It's amazing. So what do you think about like the timing? Okay, well also I didn't mention this, but I've heard it over and over that when so the government shut down, they didn't release anything
Mhm.
during that. Then they finally had this press conference and they released pictures and they release like the most blurry, like they have all this like $1 billion equipment,
Yes.
and they get this blurry image. And then they have all these like amateur astronomers that have these massively beautiful, detailed, clear pictures, but the official government photos were
Right.
blurry. And so there's speculation on that, and there's all
Of
kinds
course.
of conspiracy around that
Sure.
just happened to fall with it in the government shutdown, and then the pictures they released just happened to be blurry, and
Right.
they're like, oh, it's just a regular comet, even though all of these other things, line up.
I
So
mean, that's an excellent question. Once again, though, I mean, I shouldn't just say the United States government. There's several governments that probably know
yeah,
way more than we know or ever will, and maybe for good reason. But come on. Yeah, if other people are getting better pictures than these guys,
yeah,
ah, what
I know.
what are you
I mean,
hiding?
they have the good pictures, but they didn't release those pictures.
Why?
That's the
I
thing,
mean, it's like
you
why?
know? Yeah, I don't know. Why wouldn't they want to?
It seems like they
Oh,
would want to show us. I mean,
yeah,
this is exciting, right? This is supposed to
yeah,
be exciting and informative. And it seems like we would want they would want us to have the better photographs. But I listen, I get the conspiracies. I get
yeah.
it. I mean,
Hmm.
you're going to get that naturally with something like this, but then when you have our
Right.
government acting the way they do, makes it worse.
Yes.
Sometimes I think they think it's making it better with their
Yeah.
behavior, but no, it doesn't. It
Exactly.
makes it
Yeah.
1,000 times worse. When you act shady, we're all gonna be
Exactly.
like, okay, and we want to get to it.
Right.
So,
And we're going to fill in the blanks ourselves. So why
absolutely.
not just be forthcoming
Yeah,
with what you know? And they don't have to say it's alien, but they can say
right.
we don't know.
Sure,
Or they could say it's like a comet but different. Or they could,
sure.
they can
Yeah.
say
Yeah, and I'm sure that,
more than
there's
they
a lot
do.
that comes behind the term alien, something being alien,
Right.
once again, could make a boatload of people panic.
Yeah, I
And
know. They could.
and I sometimes I swear this is why they don't say a lot because they're
Yeah.
so concerned over more of a panic. I mean, with everything like this,
Yeah.
I mean, we've had episodes obviously about some cult behavior and things like
Right.
that. Like I promise you, next Friday, we're gonna hear
Mm,
about some stuff
yeah,
that's going
for sure.
on because there are some groups all
Yeah.
over the world that have been preparing for this moment because they probably believe this is
Yeah.
end times.
Yeah.
They're being beamed up or
Yep.
whatever. I promise you there are groups right now prepping for
Mhm.
Friday
Yeah.
there's part of me that feels like in a way I don't think it's that deep. I don't think it's that deep, but it's very curious. The coincidences of the alignment,
Yeah.
what really, because that was my thing when we heard about this right from jump. I thought, oh gosh, is it going to hit something?
Exactly. Yeah.
What could it collide with? And
Right.
knowing that it's perfectly just coming right through,
Yeah.
like
And
how?
in the perfect view to be observed. It's like it's almost like too convenient, where it's coming
Absolutely.
through. And so I don't know. It's interesting. It's
Well,
interesting.
we're about to find out.
No. Do you want it to be something alien, or do you want it to be just a comment? Like what fascinates you more
That's an
or
excellent
scares you
question.
or
Sure. I mean, as much as I feel very confident in life outside of here, there's in my mind, there's no doubt
right,
that it's there. I'm kind of just okay with knowing and just being like, okay, you guys are there.
right.
We'll be here.
Yeah.
Leave our cows alone. Bring back Bill.
Yeah. Right. Bring back Bill.
Bring back Bill. and then we're all good. You do your
Yeah.
thing and we'll just keep doing our thing or whatever the case may be. Like I just it's weird because I know I know it, but the
Mhm.
whole idea, and we've discussed this before, my belief is that you're gonna, just like humans, extraterrestrials like this, you're going to have some good ones and you're going to have some bad ones. There's
Right.
always good and evil, and I'm sure in any
Mhm.
planet that
Yeah.
you visit. I just think inherently that's how that goes. And so, you know, of course you want it to be something positive, but
Right.
I'm good with this just being a comet and not, I just don't want Mama Bear coming behind
Exactly. But
it
it
because
seems like if they can be that precise and it's not hitting anything, they could also be very precise and make it hit something and do destroy things. So it's like
correct.
I think I'm okay either way,
Hmm.
But I would love to know.
Sure.
I wish we knew more.
I
So
would love to know more.
yeah,
And I think it's possible, time will tell if
yeah,
it is connected to something else. But just the timing of it and knowing that it's coming just from another, I mean, that's just, it's so cool to me. That is just, yeah.
wild.
That's why I'm saying, like, you can't tell me there is not life elsewhere out of here. That you just can't tell me that. That would be like how egotistical to
Yeah,
assume it's
exactly.
just us
Yeah,
because these things are
yeah,
happening. They're coming from somewhere. Like space has not been completely explored here. So,
no,
yeah, there's a lot of theories too, since a lot of our, areas of water have not been explored completely. There's a lot of theories that there could be life there that's been able to kind of come and go.
yeah,
That's been a theory as well.
that's true. I
Maybe,
saw something on that just the other day, and I was
okay,
like, I mean, the oceans, they're just so vast. Like, if
so
you're going to
vast.
hide, that's the perfect place to hide,
It
you know?
totally is. We just
Yeah,
haven't seen it all. And
right.
I mean, what if there's some type of connection there? I'm going to start another conspiracy theory that
There
this
you go.
is connected to something that's in the ocean.
Yeah, maybe. There you go.
You never know.
To add that, to
Add it
the
to the list.
anomaly list.
Right, right. I just, my thoughts, I'm just hoping that no one is planning here on this planet anything crazy come
That's
Friday.
I worry about that too. Yeah.
That is a huge concern. I think a lot of like Hale Bopp, that was a
Hmm.
terrible situation.
Yep.
Um, so my hope, if anything, for this week is that there isn't, don't anyone do anything drastic. Uh,
Right. Yeah.
don't don't do it.
And
That's a worry.
exactly. And I do appreciate, I mean, I know there's probably some extremes out there, but I do appreciate that Avi Loeb, he's not causing panic. He's just saying, look, these are what make it different from a regular comet.
Mhm.
Um, this, this is also fascinating. Why not look into it more?
Absolutely.
Maybe, maybe there's a chance that it's an alien probe. I'm not saying it is,
Hmm.
but he's also saying there's got to be more questions
Hmm.
asked and there's got to be more digging and it's worth looking at for humanity. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So,
We
yeah,
have to ask questions.
right.
We have to
Yeah,
ask questions, and he's asking all the right questions. And no,
right.
I don't find him to be trying to create any type of panic.
No,
He's like, we just have
no.
to ask those questions.
Yeah,
I think he's
exactly.
he's doing the right thing.
Yeah,
Because like you said, I mean, NASA came in and it was a done deal.
it was done deal.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I mean, it was a very short, just to the point. Oh, yeah, it's a comment. What do you want? Moving on. Next.
Right,
So,
right.
yeah,
I mean, classic,
yeah.
in my opinion, classic American government answer.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
because they don't, once again, they're trying not to create panic, but I'm telling you,
I know.
they're never going to be able to get it right
No,
because
that's true.
every time they present it like that, they just create more like
I know.
questions. Yeah.
Because people are going to fill in the blanks themselves, and people can get pretty imaginative, you know? So, yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, I don't know. I'm interested. I mean, I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous, you
Yes.
know?
Yes.
But
As we should be with anything flying towards our planet.
yeah, 130,000 miles per hour.
Sure.
So,
That
yeah.
could do some damage if it decides to take a turn.
Yeah. It's
Hmm.
nuts. Yeah, it's scary. But hey, we'll see.
We'll
By
see.
the time this episode comes out, it'll just be a couple days later.
So please
So
enjoy this episode, everybody,
that's
because
right. It might
please
be
try
your
and
last.
listen.
No, I
All
don't know.
right.
I don't know.
Oh, it's so unfortunate because then all the episodes of the other podcast we were on will not ever be heard.
What the heck? No.
Heck,
Oh
man,
well. There's
that's
nothing we can do about it. It's too fast for us.
right.
Can't stop it.
Right.
But anyway, I thought it was really interesting. I'm kind of very interested in comets and just anything in the sky, really. I
Sure.
just, yeah. Um, so I guess we'll find out,
We're gonna find out.
or we won't, you know? I don't know. That's why we're the Unexplained Archives. That's all we can promise is that
Right.
we're going to tell you stories that are unexplained. And this is
Right. Yeah, I don't think we've had a single story that we have been able to explain.
exactly.
Hence
So,
the title.
yeah. Exactly. That's it. That's
Very
all
good.
I've got. It felt
Very
like
cool.
it really made my brain full, but I
Sure.
do enjoy the mystery of it
I think it's
and
great.
yay, science. So,
Yeah, absolutely. Yay, science. Yeah, and thank
yeah.
you. I mean, honestly, all the people who around the world who work together to try
Yeah.
and figure these things out.
Right.
It's absolutely fascinating, and good for them.
Yeah.
I could barely turn my computer on today, so
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
things that they do.
Yeah.
Bless
It's
them.
it's awesome.
It is. It's very cool.
Awesome for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, before we head out, I want to thank everybody too. A couple weeks back, I had shared we've been volunteering with the Lenawee feral support, and I'm telling you, this season, all of a sudden, we got so many donations from, we don't even know all the people. Yes, it's been so wonderful. Um, all the food that came in for all of our kitty cats that are, I think about them every day because the weather has just been so
It's so
rough.
cold. Yeah.
It's so cold. And I told Hayden the other day, I said, if one of them decide that they come to me and are like, let me pick them up, I'm like, I'm picking them up and we're just bringing them home. We're just going to bring them home. But they're feral. They're still,
Yeah.
as much as we come, there's always two volunteers that come a day, and we're always talking with them, and we're always, I know that they know our voices and know who we are. They know we're the food people. I know it, but they
Aw.
still are so, yeah, I
Scared cat.
tried. Yeah, I got a couple of them to come close because I put their food. This was a few weeks ago. I kind of put it near me, and Wilma was eating, and I was like, she wasn't looking at me, so I was like trying to pet her head real quick, and she was like, she took off
Aw.
running. I was like, I'm sorry, but you're so cute, and I don't want you to be out here.
Is
But
there a Fred too? Fred and Wilma and
no, we don't have a Fred. We don't have a Fred. We've got a Franklin, but no Fred. And
Aw.
yeah, and Wilma, and yeah, and Marsha, and one of our volunteers ended up taking Bat Ears. Bat Ears was by far the
All bat
tame,
ears. Yeah.
friendly, and he would come to you, and so someone did take him. because Bad Ears has some health issues, and we were really concerned. We just didn't think that he would make it through the winter.
Yeah.
And so he's doing so well right now. He's inside. I think he's getting acclimated quite well. And so that's good. So right now in my area now, there's different volunteers that help throughout the county, but the ones that we still have like four. They're a little community, but if anyone who is listening to the show had donated, I just want to say thank you, because it's so helpful. And I'm such an animal lover, and I want to help them all, but this
That's
is just
awesome.
our little contribution here. So thank you so much. And if you still want to donate, we will always be grateful for any kind of help for the kitties. And I will leave that in the show notes as well. It would be the perfect Christmas gift for everybody, for all the kitty cats there.
Yes. I think that's awesome that you've had a lot of donations. That's
Oh my
wonderful.
gosh. We're all like on a text chain, and we keep in contact because there's a group of like us that work with just that primary group, and we stay in touch if anybody needs anything, or if anyone can't make it to feed, like someone is there to back up and things like that. But they just kept taking video of the trucks pulling up and bringing in food. Like she can't even store it. Like I'm actually going to go pick up some and try and store some of it at my house,
That's
because they're
amazing.
just so great. I mean, it's so awesome because they do go through it. They go through it. So it's wonderful. So yes, if anybody still wants to donate, it's all through Amazon. You just basically order through Amazon, and it goes directly to one of our volunteers who will, distributes it to the rest of us, and then we go out. But yeah, I think about, it kills me because we go out, we're out in the cold and we're feeding, and you kind of have to, you're cleaning up the area and just making sure everything is still good and intact. And they have, I always call them tents, but they are shelters that are built. They're insulated shelters and things like that. So we just make sure that everything is still looking good there. But man, in the short amount of time that we are there doing that, it is frigid. It is so uncomfortably cold. And then I can't help think about them. And I just feel so bad. I hate having them out there, but they're making it. They're making it. So,
That's
but if one
good.
of them does decide to turn and looks at me and was like, I'm ready to get out of this, I'll be like, okay, let's go.
Listen, that's it. Won't take much.
Watch, it'll be like a raccoon that comes to me and is
Oh
like,
yeah.
yes, I'll go with you.
Yeah, you can always expand
So,
into the
yeah,
raccoon,
I could have a pet trash panda before we know it
There
here.
you go. You never know.
So yeah, I just wanted to
Awesome.
say thank you for any of the people who through the show may have donated. So thank you so much.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, I want to remind everyone again to get your mug. If you were in
Oh, yeah.
our top, what was it? There
That's
were 23,
23 people
23.
who made us their number one for the year. We had one person so far.
Yes.
Yes.
So
So
let us know. Screenshot
mhm.
that we were your top podcast for
On Spotify.
25 on Spotify.
Mhm.
And we have some merch for you.
We
We have a
do.
mug and
Yes,
it's
please
cool
do.
and you want it.
You
So
want it. Yes.
yeah. So
But yeah, you can email that to us, or if you have a story or any fun conspiracies as well about the story we had for you today, you can write us at unexplainedarchives2025@gmail.com. Our Facebook is back up, everybody.
we've been promising and there it is.
It mysteriously came about, as mysterious as the comet coming our way.
That's right.
Our original Facebook page, I'm telling you, I spent I don't know how long trying to figure out how to get this thing to come back. And just what was it, like a week or so, Jamie? I was like,
Back.
unbelievable. Right, it's right
Yeah.
there. So I was able to reactivate it. Someone did get into my account and unactivate it.
Yeah.
And but I was able to reactivate it. So we have our Facebook
Yay.
back up, so you can find us
Right.
at the Unexplained Archives on Facebook. We are on TikTok under the Unexplained Archives. we are on Instagram as Unexplained Archives 25. So be sure you gotta go this week because you can't miss my stag video that Jamie
That's
did with
right.
me. I mean, if anything, you gotta see that.
You
So don't
do.
miss it.
Don't miss it.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and we'll see you again next week.
See you next week.
And thanks for all the likes and follows and shares. Yay.
Bye.
Bye.